Good morning and welcome to Coffee Walk. It's that time of year again. Yes, Barrett-Jackson, January 12th through the 20th. In the next video we're going to show you is 12 of our classic cars that we're bringing there. Actually, there's some late model high horsepower stuff and some very eclectic cars. Please watch, check out our YouTube channel, and best of all, get your coffee and sit down and watch it. This is one of our longer videos and I think you'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching. That time of year again, I can't believe it. Barrett-Jackson. We've been selling cars at Barrett-Jackson since 1991. I'm really proud of the group we're bringing this year. Some of them are a little bit eclectic, but I think you're going to love them. 1985 Dodge Ram Charger Prospector Edition with 7,900 actual miles. One of the things I really like about this truck, it's a two-wheel drive truck, which is even rare. 1982 Jeep CJ7, which as you all know I'm very passionate about. This is a one family owned Texas Jeep, silver with black interior. Super rare, factory automatic. 66,000 actual miles on this Jeep, killer Jeep. And Toyota Celica Targa, done by Griffin. This is a 1980. In 1980, this car was Motor Trend's Car of the Year. Yes, it graced the cover of Motor Trend, Car of the Year 1980. How many exist in this condition? It's got to be very few. This car is in exceptional shape. 58,000 miles, 5-speed, runs and drives great. I believe there are only about 290 of these built, but I'll get the exact number for you before it hits the auction block. 1987 Subaru Brat. This is the best original Brat I've seen in at least 20 years. Highly optioned, T-top, 5-speed, 4-wheel drive, and yes, it still has the jump seats in the back. So for those of y'all that are familiar with the chicken tax, Subaru got around it a little bit by putting these back seats in it. And this incredible original example only has 27,000 actual miles. It's got to be one of the finest Subaru Brats in existence. 1985 Fox Body Mustang. I love the 1985 because it's the last year of the carbureted motor. Black, charcoal interior, stunning condition. Yes, of course, it's low miles. This particular example, it's got 22,000 miles. It's a 5-speed, stunning condition. It's been fully serviced. Next, we have a 1978 Volkswagen convertible. This year was a fuel-injected model, super desirable. This is one owner from new. We've got the order sheet, the window sticker, etc. This factory yellow paint, beautiful original interior. Listen to the buzzer ringing. 32,000 actual miles, incredible. Next, in the Ford platform, we've got a 1988 Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. What a cool car. Back in the day, this had a lot of work done by SVO, Special Vehicle Operations for Ford. This is one of the best turbo coupes I've ever seen in my life. It's got 9,900 actual miles on it, and it is super loaded. Sunroof, power seats. I mean, this thing is a hard-loaded turbo coupe, black with red. I don't know how much better it can get. Next, we have what I consider the ultimate Thunderbird, 1990 35th anniversary Super Coupe. What's a Super Coupe? Well, here's where the money is. 3.8 liter supercharged. So this was Ford's answer to the Grand National and the GNX. This has got to be the best in the world. This was picked up at the dealership, didn't go through dealer prep, on a flatbed, brought to a climate control garage. It's been there ever since. This car has 18 miles. Yes, 1.8. That's less than most cars at delivery miles. They checked every box. Super highly optioned. Still got the plastic on the seats, plastic on the floor, plastic on the emergency brake handle. Yes, starts and runs and drives like new. And what else this particular owner did is there was a lot of little trinkets that you could get from Ford when you ordered these, like a pewter car. He's got the original banner that was in the dealership, the calendar, the Ford book with this on the cover. So the ultimate Super Coupe with 18 miles. Next, we've got a very, very special car that came all the way up from London that Chris, I know, personally chased for years. What do we got here, Chris?
1979 Silver Anniversary Trans Am, a very, very special car indeed. Not only is it a 4-speed, the W72 performance package car, which automatically triggered the WS6 performance and braking handling package. Interesting thing about this car is it's covered just under 4,500 miles, 4,400 and change. The owner of this vehicle was Peter Livanos, the global shipping magnate, renowned collector of Shelbys, race cars, and even one of the Shelby Super Snake vehicles. Peter Livanos, at the time he purchased this vehicle in New York in the mid-80s, purchased this vehicle with less than 1,000 miles on the car. At that time, he was the owner of Aston Martin cars. This car stayed in the Aston Martin showrooms of London, and at that time, it stayed there for about 10 years. It's a very, very special car.
Chris was pushing this car for a couple of years. I thought it was a great car. He worked hard to get it bought. When it shows up, it has got a binder of documentation really that thick.
Very renowned history with this car, Dennis, and the interesting thing about this vehicle, it still sits on its original dealer fitted tires from the factory.
That is pretty cool. So as you know, the 400 4-speed, that was the only way you could get the 400, because if it's an automatic, you got a 403 Oldsmobile.
Absolutely. Pontiac power plant, 4-speed, WS6 handling package. If you're ever going to own an anniversary car, this is it. Low mileage, Aston Martin Heritage to boot. A very special car indeed.
4,000 documented miles. Thanks, Chris. Next, we have a 1976 Trans Am in Starlight Black with black interior. Now, what's unusual about the 76, this is a pre-Bandit car. This particular stripe kit was only available on a black Starlight Black car, correct, Chris?
Indeed.
So this car is in outstanding condition. It is numbers matching. It is serviced throughout and detailed throughout. It is killer. And last but not least, one of the most incredible 67 Corvettes with the most incredible history I've ever seen. This car was ordered by Irv Ribicki himself. His name is on the tank sticker. This was ordered as a 427 tri-power car and was used at Chevrolet Engineering Center from 1967 to 1973. And yes, we have all the documents to prove that. Check out this parking sticker number, S1. So that, and then you have below it CEC, Chevrolet Engineering Center. The documents that we have on this car, like I said, we've got the original tank sticker, we've got internal documents, we even have the sheet that showed the condition of the car when it was sold. Now this is a famous car around the Chevrolet Engineering Center because they swap motors in and out, tested things. You can see it's got 1973 mirrors. The motor that's in it now is a custom, a KUSTOM, which was an engine builder that Irv Ribicki used, Bill Mitchell used. A lot of the big Chevrolet guys, the Chevrolet Engineering Center even used it. The heads that are on it are prototype heads. The hood is a prototype hood. And this is what else is very rare about this car is it's Lindell blue with a white stinger that had to be ordered because the Lindell blue cars came with a black stinger. It's also a two-top car, and the soft top on the build sheet was also blue. So you've got a quadruple blue car. This car is as it left the factory. It has never been restored, runs and drives well, and something else is very unusual about this car is it's a Power Glide car. Why is it a Power Glide car on a tri-power? Well, when Irv ordered this car, he knew he was going to be using this car for testing. It was also used for side pipe testing as well. His theory was he didn't want the guys out there dumping the clutch when they were swapping these motors in and out. So this car runs and drives extremely well. The paperwork documentation on this car is as good as any 67 Corvette I've seen, and very, very unusual. You got to see it. This car sells on Saturday. So this is one of the best 67 427 Corvette finds I've ever had. And as rare as it possibly gets. I've only heard of one other Chevrolet Engineering Center car from 1967. It's a coupe, and this one's much more documented. So this is our holy grail car. We're bringing it to Barrett-Jackson. Please come and see it. It sells on Saturday. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, follow, and let us know what you think about our eclectic collection going to Barrett-Jackson 2019.